What's up? I am on Rohan. All that good jazz. Hopefully your day's been good. Mine hasn't been too bad. I've been up for a little while though. You can always leave a comment if you wish. I do have my chat open and all of that. Though if you watch it afterwards and make a comment, I may not get to see it right away. Is there something you stand for? Something that you are willing to take criticism for? There is something that few will understand that you stand for. Would you be willing to do this, even in front of peers? Ones that clearly have some clogged ears. That could not understand why it is that you choose to stand. Even if it is very clear of the evidence of why you stand. In the midst of criticism. Regardless what it is you believe. Or maybe what it is that you have said or seen. Or for the moral fact. Of what you believe. Or what you understand for that fact. Some have more comprehension than others. Of course, for those, it is their job to tell their sister and brothers. Or even your neighbor for that fact. In your moral code, you know you should not do that. That would be something you say, and that. Of course, some do not have the same code, they would think. Why would you tell me not to do such things? Of course, ones that enjoy doing such things. They don't always see that it is bad to do such things. But if they could see what happens around them and how they affect the other ones that are around them, that is the view most must see. For what I do affects more than just me. Some, though, are too ignorant to see that what I do will not only affect me. But in the midst of criticism of the ones that do not see, are you willing to try to help them see? And even take criticism from your own peers. A lot of times, there's something in their ear, for not even at that point. For some reason, they cannot hear, or see for that matter. Oh, did I step on a toe? Oh, what's the matter? I'm sorry if I did such thing. That is not the thing that I aim. I aim for the heart. That is always a good start. If your toes happen to be in the way, at least at that point you are facing the same way. Of course, that does go both ways. course, they may not be on the same page that day. It may not even matter a single word you say. Oh, but the criticism will come. A lot of times, though, what they do and try to prove to you is dumb. Or there is more of a fact for what you say. Or try to prove to them that day. But as far as the ground you stand upon that day, is it firm, or will it be washed away? At some point, maybe, if they do not understand. Doesn't mean that the ground you stand on is not firm that day. The firmness of the ground you stand on. That's important, of course. As far as your moral code and other things, even if you had to stand your ground, would you, in the midst of criticism, even when the ones that give you criticism are the ones that stand on the unfirm ground, sometimes they can't realize the fact that is the state of their ground. Is it something maybe you believe? Or is that something that you have actually seen? Or is it something that you hope for? Just remember the person you may be criticized by. Just because you have opened the door does not mean that they have as well. Or they may not even believe anything you believe as well. But if you find peers that believe the same, more than likely you won't have criticism that day. For they all believe the same. or close in that matter. Sometimes little details don't even really matter, as long as they're not too large. It can be hard from day to day, wondering how is it that I will have to stand this day. How is it that possibly I could make my life or someone else's better? Will I get criticism if I try to make someone's life better? At some points, though, they may not see it that way. They may see it that you are trying to make it worse for that day. Depends on where they stand on their code and other things. Ones that enjoy doing certain things. Though I will say this, more than likely it will catch up with them at some point with this. And at that point, they will say, you know what? Someone has told me or talked to me about this. They were nice and they did not cram it down my throat. Or you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. Of course, for me, doing as I am, I do not know if someone different will listen to this. As I say, as I am. Never know. Could be someone else I have never seen or heard. Someone that has never seen or heard me either. The only thing I wish to do with this, say, hey, you know, I know. Instead of doing this, you can do that. Just small pieces of encouragement. Maybe inspiration to do something you have never done. Of course, I'm sure I'll take criticism for doing such things. What I say about that is, I am fine with those kinds of things. Rather get criticism for trying to help another than just turning a blind eye to a brother. Or a sister, for that matter. Of course, this can apply for many different things, though. Working hard at trying to be something different than what you are. Trying to learn a new skill or something like that, it doesn't really matter. Are you willing to stand your ground and take criticism for it? That's the question I'm asking you. Regardless what it is. Of course, if you want to be successful, as far as things like that, it's something you'll have to deal with, if it is that. Or just beliefs that you have. As for me, I hope you think the same. I would stand and be glad to take criticism for such things. Not always true, though. There are a few that will not do that kind of thing. As soon as they get criticism, they will walk away. Say, is this really worth me standing my ground, even though it's firm? At that point, they walk around and turn. Not willing to risk or learn. Not willing to be the best that they could. Not giving a chance for themselves to be as good. Refusing the fact they should do what they should. losing a chance to build character as well. No, could learn a new skill as well. Or become stronger that day. Because you chose to stand and not walk away. You wish, at the end of all of this, to be in more regret of the things you did not do, than do what you know you should have done. If you choose to walk away, at the end of all your days, this one I speak of that has more regret, it will be you. Please, do not forget.